Ifako Radio. From here to the world, Ifako Radio is an online platform that amplifies the voice and stories of our community, connecting local narratives to global perspective with a mission to project our community's rich culture, experience, and aspirations. We aim to share our unique stories and bring the world closer to you. Tune in to Ifako Radio to discover fresh perspectives, engaging conversations, and inspiring content that celebrates the diversity and resilience of our community. From local news and events to global trends and insights, our program will take you on a journey from here to the world. Ifako Radio is situated at number 8, Abanikonda Street of Aruna College Road, Ifako-Ijaiye, Lagos. To watch us live on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, and TikTok, join Ifako Radio to enjoy us more.
Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye, and he also served as the National Youth Council of Nigeria Chairman, Lagos State Chapter, leader Wasi. Thank you very much, leader. Thank you very much for honoring us here today. We appreciate you, and we say thank you for your support thus far. Also, permit me to recognize the presence of my own boss also, and my oga, another person that Mr. Oluwatosin Kasali, the president of the Central Youth Fellowship of Nigeria, Agege, as he comes over to the high table. Thank you very much, sir, for acknowledging our call here. Also, we have our president representative from the DPO. I want to believe that the DPO also is on its way, but its representative are here already. I want to use the name of the DPO to appreciate the officers that are here already. CSP Eyitayo, the DPO of Red House. Let's appreciate him and the representative, please. All right. Also, I want to appreciate my leaders that are already on the iPad here also. You know, one thing is that it's one thing to think about something with the executive council, and it's another thing to want to execute, and you reach out to people and they tell you that don't worry, we'll turn up for you. As much as it is Ifako-Ijaiye, don't worry, we'll turn up for you. Ifako-Ijaiye, are we blessed or not? Are we blessed or not? All right, join me as I appreciate my leader. This particular person, when I called him, he told me that it's for like program for the joy. Father Shashiva, people because I need a wow. I said, go to this problem. Later, there was a miscommunication and what's the almost man were money. And when he reached that, but to the people who money, did about less anyone at the conclusion, we had to cancel a very important assignment today. And everybody, they be by see what you are around. That's our guest speaker for today. Join me as I appreciate the presence of Comrade Honorable Ashadi Abiodun Absalam. Thank you very much, sir. Also, I would like to recognize the presence of my oga also. Is the immediate past chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter, and currently is the senior special assistant to the governor of Lagos State on social development. That we have a very big dish in our midst today. As well as I welcome and appreciate my oga and my leader, Comrade Olaleko Biliamin of Gabon, New Nation. Thank you very much, sir. Also, I'd like to recognize the presence of one of my very good brother, my very good friend, a comrade in the struggle also. I'd like to recognize the presence of Honorable Kamaldeen Olaniwaju. Building Nation. Thank you very much, Building Youth. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Also, while we are still waiting for other panelists and other distinguished guests, like I said earlier, that we have to continue. We have to continue without wasting much of our time. Sorry, before I go for one of our panelists is also here. I'd like to welcome to the high table also. This man is a more qualifier. When you talk about recycling in Lagos State government, I want to take a grant issue. It's one of those that have benefited from Lagos State grants and is doing very well as regards to today's major theme, which is local youth action for SDG and beyond. Join me as I recognize and I want to the high table also. That person, my very good brother and friend, Comrade Amidu Mohammed, the CEO and Executive Director of Plastic Build Initiative. You're welcome, brother. Thank you very much. All right, so without wasting much of our time, I'd like to go straight to our welcome address for today. All right, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Ifako-Ijaiye youth. I'll start by recognizing the presence of in absentia and representative will soon be here. The executive chairman of the Ifako-Ijaiye local government, our own father and leader, who doubles as the chief host of today's event, Prince Usman Akobi Hamzat. Our revered keynote speakers are the member representing Ifako-Ijaiye at the federal constituency, Honorable Olabijo Benjamin Adeyemi, our distinguished representative member from the federal constituency. Also, I'd like to recognize, while he's on his way also, our own very good leader, the lover of the youth, Honorable Adewale Temitope Adedeji, ONJP, the member of the State House of Assembly, Ifako-Ijaiye constituency 01, Honorable Adekunle Olayinka, Special Advisor to the Governor on Works. Our guest speakers, my own very good brother and leader, Comrade Ashade Absalam Abiodun, our insightful panelists, while we still await Engineer Adigun Ibrahim Olalekan, my own chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter, the most workaholic chairman I've ever seen. Comrade Temitope Adetoro, the founder of Toro Echo of Keshiro Oluwarifemi, the founder of Step Up Initiative, Anthony D. Omotosho, product manager, Samsung West Africa, Oriyomi Abagun, and Amidu Mohammed, founder and creative director of Plastic Build Creative Solution. To our distinguished guest of the day, Honorable Alabi Opeyemi, who is currently still on his way, and Comrade Olalekan Bidamin, over the SSA to the Governor on Social Development. While we see our way also, Senator Olafare Adoni, the Deputy Chairman of NYCN Lagos State, the leader of the council, our special guest of the day, and particularly my own mother, the mother of the youth in Ifako-Ijaiye, our own mother, the HOD Agri, who will also still be joining us in the course of this program, Mrs. Oyafunke Omolabeke. Today, it is with great honor, profound gratitude, and immense excitement that I, on behalf of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ifako-Ijaiye local branch, warmly welcome you to the historic event, exclusive time out with the executive chairman and youth symposium organized to commemorate the 2025 International Youth Day. This event is not just a calendar activity. It is a watershed moment in the history of our council, and it marks the first International Youth Day under our administration. It is a day that blends celebration and responsibility, reflection with action, and youth vibrancy with purposeful dialogue. The theme and its significance. This year's theme, Local Youth Action for SDG and Beyond, remind us that while the world discusses sustainable development, those the real agents of impact are not far from the distant land. They are here among us in Ifako-Ijaiye. The message is clear. Global process begins with local action. And today, we the youth of Ifako-Ijaiye stand ready to contribute to this progress through innovation, leadership, community service, and constructive partnership with government and society. We also extend, at this point, it is important to place on our record our deepest appreciation to the entire youth of Ifako-Ijaiye, and most especially our leaders in the council that has successfully laid a long-lasting legacy which we are building upon today. Leaders, we say a very big thank you to you, and we appreciate you for your steadfast support thus far. And we want to assure you this day that the mandate and the legacy that you have laid down for the youth of Ifako-Ijaiye, that we will continue to build on it and we will not disappoint you as God will be helping us. Also, to our current executive members, my own supporter, those that if they say no, there's nothing I can do. If they say yes, there's so many things we can achieve. My deputy coordinator, I want to say a very big thank you for being supportive. My treasurer, I want to say a very big thank you for being supportive. Our public relations officer, I want to say a very big thank you for supporting and being steadfast. The program officer, which of course, without him, program yìí lè máa ti máa wáyé ní èdè because program officer bá sọ pé kò sí program kò sí nǹkan tí a fẹ́ ṣe. So program officer will say thank you. Our own NGO, the life wire of the association, our secretary, Comrade Dawood Babatunde Isiaq, want to say a very big thank you to you also. To the members of the directorate, this is a call to action for each and every one of us, and also to the entire youth of Ifako-Ijaiye, that to make SDG, the goal of SDG, go beyond 2030, it lies in our hands. If we fail to take up this responsibility, then we are failing to do the necessary things as regards the future of our dear local government. So I want to implore you today that you should sit and relax as we prepare a very special panel section, guest speaker, resource guest speakers that will enlighten us and make us have necessary understanding as far as today's event is concerned, which will last time beyond now. Once again, I welcome you all to this event, and I say a very big thank you. God bless you. Long live National Youth Council of Nigeria, Ifako-Ijaiye. Long live Lagos State. Long live Nigeria. Build the youth. Build the youth. Build the nation. So lastly, before I drop the mic, I want to acknowledge the presence of my leader. He is one very special person also that has made this day a success with the support. Photo Porter permits me to recognize the presence of Comrade Emmanuel Olaibi, the former coordinator of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Build the Nation, and our mommy also, Mommy Adesoya. Thank you very much, ma'am. Build the Nation. I want the so once again, thank you very much, and God bless you. Welcome once again.
Representing us in Ifako-Ijaiye local government, and our star boy, Honorable Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye. Thank you for the wow. We really appreciate you for coming, and I'm sure they will not take this for granted. Please, I would like to stand on the established protocol before we came, if you don't mind. I'm standing here on behalf of the executive chairman, Prince Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye, who is not available here this morning. Once again, I want to tender his unreserved apology for not being here this morning. It's not that he's taking the news for granted. You are always on his mind, and you are one of the very top priorities on his mind. So I want to say his apology for not being here this morning. I hope it will be accepted. All of that protocol, I greet everyone here and all the youth here, and also the HOD and group who is in charge of the youth, and all the management staff here. I greet you. All the members of the top table here and everybody at the other side of the table. Good afternoon once again. I don't really have much to say than to welcome you here this morning. I want to read, just go through one or two things because I'm not prepared for a speech. But I just want to welcome everybody here this morning. And I want to tell you that the administration of Prince Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye will always take you as priority because he is also a youth, and my HOH is a youth, but he's telling me now that he's not a youth. To me, he is a youth. He's still on the street with his boys. And I'm very, very sure both of them, what they are doing, they are always taking the youth along with them. So this morning, I want to tell you that there's nothing changing. We're going to improve on our welfare for the youth, the opportunities for the youth, and everything we can think of so that our youth can become what they want to become in a better way. So on behalf of Prince Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye, the executive chairman of the Ifako-Ijaiye local government, I want to welcome you all here this morning, and I want to tell you that the sky is your beginning. It is not the limit. So go ahead, go and explore, continue the good things we are doing, and I want to tell you that we are going to go places. Once again, thank you very much, and have a good dedication. Thank you.
Are we sleeping? Are we tired? Are we hungry? Not good. Greatest Nigerian student. Articulate Nigerian student. Ambassador Nigerian student. Greatest Boko. Greatest Taga. Greatest BB. Greatest. Good morning, everybody. My name is Nycn, your representative at the former House of Assembly the Lagos State House of Assembly. The House approved the common standard of excellence, and I have been representing you and our local government for the past 6 years. With the kind permission, while I stand on the existing protocol, please let me recognize the best chairman of the best local government in Nigeria today, the fastest growing local government, the fastest developing local government, with the most handsome chairman, hardworking Mr. Project in Lagos State, Honorable Prince Usman Akadi Azad. Please let me hear more of that. Who is really represented by our super vice chairman, the chair of all the vice chairmen in Lagos State, the woman who stands strong as a board between the assembly and the executive, Honorable Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye. The leader of the council, Honorable Nycn, ably represented by people, our friends on the high table, our foremost revered leaders, Honorable Ifako-Ijaiye, and former councillors, Honorable Sheikh Smith, our youth, most importantly, the organizer of this program, which is the maiden edition of the program, Comrade Emmanuel. I congratulate you. Why are we here? We are here today to celebrate the youth. I have a written speech that I'm supposed to read, but I don't think it's necessary for us to read speeches on such a great day. The reason is because I am extremely happy to see that our youth are taking the bull by the horn. Kindly permit me to also recognize our older brother, the pioneer of Ifako-Ijaiye Radio, Comrade Honorable Sheikh. We are here for just one reason, which is the youth, and we are celebrating International Youth Day and Week. Without the youth in this country, the country would have collapsed. Without the youth, there is no growth. Local government, our state government, and particularly in our father, the President of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Please kindly pardon me while I recognize once again the legislative arm of our council, including our leader, Honorable Kayode Adibo, and his colleagues, the majority leader, Honorable Shola, Honorable Nycn Ifako-Ijaiye, Honorable John, and every one of the councillors that represent us. And as you can tell, the assembly member is youth, the chairman of the council is youth, the leader of the council is youth, 80% of the councillors are youth. Our vice chairman, who is claiming not to be youth, still looks better than most of the youth that we have seen in other local government. She is our sister, she is our grandma, but she is still our youth. Why are we here? We are here to tell you that there is dignity in labor. There is dignity in what? Over the years, the local government has prioritized the youth. Our Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has also laid emphasis on the fact that the youth of the country should be empowered. In his cabinet today, cut across the ministries, departments, and agencies, we have the full representation of the youth at all strata of the local government. That is because they believe in the youth and they will continue to empower the youth. My word of advice to youth is very simple. Believe in yourself and believe anything is possible. Over the years, over time, I've made it very, very clear that I started very early to To be in the government, I started as early as the age of 26. And ever since then, I have still remained in the government. And for what it is worth, we have contributed our quota to the development of the state, the national, and the local government. So nothing is too big for you to achieve. If you check over the years, there was a bill that was passed at the House of Assembly, the not too young to run. Now we have the not too young to rule bill. And nothing is impossible. The positions we occupy today are not too big for any of you seated here to occupy. But as long as you are determined, you have the belief in yourself, and you have the trust in God, and you follow the right mentorship path, you will get there. But don't forget, not everything stops at the government. Not everything stops at being employed by the government. The best of the best we see today are youth who are entrepreneurs. The best of the best today that are making the economy grow and contributing heavily to the GDP of our country and state are youth. Through the social impact, through the blue economy, we have youth who are into fishery, who are into carpentry. One of the best architectural designs that you have seen today is a young man who designed the house of Tony Elumelu, a very young man. And I dare to say that Ifako-Ijaiye is blessed with the best brains. Do you agree with me? At the recently concluded YF, the best result, or one of the best results, was from a student from Ifako-Ijaiye. The JAMB result that was released, one of the best students also was from Ifako-Ijaiye. And I should speak to you, one of the best House of Assembly representative in Nigeria is from where? So what am I trying to say? Nothing is impossible. It might look very tough, it might look very hard. It might look like, okay, it's going to take years to happen. But everything happens from the beginning with just a single step. The step is, first you conceive the idea, you believe in yourself, and you walk towards it every day. Today we are celebrating youth. In years to come, our kids, our younger ones will be celebrating it when we are no more. But today we have the grace to start from the beginning again. We have the grace to further ignite our passion to whatever we want to become in life. The chairman of the council has done a lot of youth empowerment programs, and he has constantly put on his corner that the youth shall continue to be his welfare, shall be the focal point of his government. He has done many projects, many empowerment projects for the youth, just to ensure that the youth of our local government are not idle and they are working towards the future. We on our part, we have ensured that we have taken education as a priority when we've been giving out constantly, years after years, free GCE funds, free tutorials for GCE, free YF funds, free JAM funds, a total of thousands of numbers that we have given out. Not only do we stop there, we also ensure that we further push very hard to ensure that our students with the best results get admission into universities across the country. Now we didn't stop there. We also ensure that after they are admitted, the best students are on scholarship from the beginning of their tenure to the end of their admission. This is the part that we believe in the youth. In time to come, from the month of October 1st, we'll be announcing our 2000 Youth Entrepreneurship Program, where we'll be training 2,000 youths in the local government so that they can be self-sustaining and they will be able to make a living and earn for themselves. If we ask every youth here, we all have a mobile phone. And the mobile phone we have data on it. The same mobile phone has become a shop, a boutique for younger generations where they market and sell products. I'm sure if I ask, do you know Pella? All of you know Pella. Pella is a young man who is doing great things with the adverse effect of the social media and the internet. I'm sure you all know Jarvis. I'm sure you all know one or two more. You know Lagos Junction. Don't you all know Lagos Junction? Lagos Junction is also a product of Ifako-Ijaiye. And the young man is doing very well by doing advertising and public events. Whether you like it or not, nothing is too small to start. We have different opportunities that are available to our youth. We have the police force, we have the immigration, we have the LASMA, we have the neighborhood, we have the fire service. All these are open to you, but only if you are a graduate. And if you're not a graduate, just ensure you have the first living school certificate. Once you have that, opportunities are found. But what is most important is for you to have a second address. The second address is the skill that you have learned over time. Either it's carpentry, iron bending. You will see a lot of development going on in the Ifako-Ijaiye today. From road construction to building to housing estates and many more. All of this cannot be done if we don't have youth. Our fathers will not be the ones to lay the mortar. Our fathers will be the ones to draw the architectural design. It is we the youth. But we must find the right connect and find the right mentorship. Once we have this set and we are patient enough and we believe that the future holds greatness for us, I can assure you that any one of you here today can become the next Jeff Bezos. Any one of you here today can become the next Ashwari Bola, can become the next Babajide Sanwo-Olu, can become the next big thing that happens out of Nigeria. But as long as you believe in yourself and you follow the right path. On behalf of the Lagos State House of Assembly, the chairman of the local government, the entire leadership of the House of the Legislative of the local government, I want to welcome you to today's program, being the International Youth Week, and I plead with you, listen and take one or two things home. My name is Adewale Ifako-Ijaiye, to go over and I represent you. Thank you.
I want to believe we can do better. I want to believe we can check out. Among us, we have so many dignitaries among us here. Among them is Honorable Adebo Samuel Kayode. Can we please jam our hands together for him? Is he here? Lagos State University. He's a member of the Nigerian Institute of Management and holds a leadership certificate in public management from Boise State University, USA. He's also a certified solid waste manager and an associate environment and safety manager, AESM. He holds an HSE level 1 to 3 certifications. Ashade currently serves on the Lagos State Technical Working Group on Youth Engagement under the Ministry of Youth and Social Development, where he contributes to youth focused policy and programming. Through initiatives like campus recycling champions, he leads youth-driven climate action efforts and has trained hundreds of young Nigerians via programs such as NSETF, USADF, Employability Program, and the Lagos Ifako Youth Academy. In addition, Ashade serves as the cluster head for the Lagos Advocate Project under the National Commission for the Almajiri and Out of School Children, where he provides strategic leadership and coordination for advocacy activities across Lagos State, including word-to-word engagement. Please, if your hands are not able, if your legs are not feeling you, why not join me as I make welcome my very own Mr. Ashade Ifako-Ijaiye. Thank you very much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Okay, I was thinking, I will afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. All right, I would like to recognize leaders in the house, the executive chairman, the representative and vice chairman, our own um, friends of the youth, the Thank you so much for always being there for the youth. All the leader of the house and all the councillors, the president, the executive of the MHR, and of course our own their youth, they should be agreed. Thank you so much. Being the youth, so I would be wasting much of our time. I expected to have left here. I got here as early as 8:30 a.m. We don't do African time, and that's one of the things I'm going to be sharing here. We need to change the mentality of African time. We need to understand time management. So if you are 10, it should be 10. Thank you so much. All right, so today I will be taking us on a journey, right? And I'll make it very much interactive. Please, can someone tell me the theme for this year, International Youth Day? The theme. What's the theme? Hello, can someone tell me? What's the theme for this year's International Youth Day? Someone should tell me that. If you tell me, you are going to win an award. I'm sure of that. Can somebody tell me? What's it? You are looking your phone now. Say it top line. Or any other person, what's the theme? Thank you. Local youth action for the SDG and beyond. And you see, one thing I want us to understand is that all these things are not, they are not big numbers. They are things that happen within every one of us. So today, I'll be engaging us on the theme, local youth actions for the SDG and beyond. Can you say it after me? Local youth actions for the SDG and beyond. Convention, can I have a slide, please? Can I have a slide? Thank you. So, comrades, youth in the house. Today, we all know that the whole world presently is commemorating International Youth Day. And Ifako-Ijaiye has decided to commemorate their own in grand style. And I'm very happy that we are having the leaders here with you. You know, it shows that genuinely they appreciate and recognize the youth. So today, we'll be talking about the local youth actions for the SDGs and beyond. That is the theme. So if you don't know the theme for the International Youth Day 2025, it is what? The local youth actions for the SDGs and what? And beyond. So people, please can you move forward? This slide. Can you move? Now, what is SDGs? What is SDGs? SDGs is an acronym of something, and that is the Sustainable Development Goals. Can you repeat that with me? Now, you see, Sustainable Development Goals does not just come in place. It is the coming together of different countries that we call the United Nations. All these countries are made up of 193 countries. How many countries? How many countries? I know you will have been hearing United Nations, isn't it? But that United Nations sometimes, our people think when they hear United Nations, they're talking about the USA. Am I right? Some mentality. They believe when they say United Nations, maybe it's the USA, you know. Some people think like that. So, but invariably, United Nations are, you know, group of different countries, which Nigeria is part of it, 193 that have come together, working towards different goals and achievements. And one of the things they are working towards is the Sustainable Development Goals. And it was made Sustainable Development Goals in the year 2015, and from 2016, 1st of January, we have how many SDGs? How many SDGs we have? How many SDGs? Thank you. We have 17 SDGs. Now, you see, these Sustainable Development Goals, they are not just global ambitions, just like I said here. They are blueprints for the world. They are blueprints for us to look at what can we use them to achieve. Now, and when we talk about SDGs, we can talk about maybe quality education, climate action, and the like. We have many of them. We'll get to that. However, these Sustainable Development Goals cannot come to life. We cannot achieve them because the United Nations is looking at achieving the SDGs in the year 2030.
are those that are going to drive this sustainable development goals to be achieved? Who are those that are going to drive it? Who? The youth. We are the ones that are going to drive it. So how are we going to drive it? Next slide, please. So I'm showing us the image. Next slide, please. I'm showing us the image of, I'm going to show us the image of the SDG. But we need to understand something. The sustainable development goals has focus. What I say? Has focus. And it has three focus. Please, you may not understand, but put something down. Put it on your phone. You will understand as soon as you read this one. As some will understand immediately this one. It has three focus. The first focus is economy. What I say? The second focus is social. What I say? The third focus is environmental. What I say? Now, when we say sustainability simply means the ability to meet the present needs without compromising the future needs. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi báyìí? Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi? The idea is what we are trying to achieve now, what we are trying to meet up now. We should make sure that it is sustainable, that it's not affecting the future needs. I'm going to give us a practical example as we move on. Now, the economy focus on profit. What I say? The social focus on people. What I say? And the environmental focus on planet. So how are we going to sustain the sustainability of both profit, people, and what? And planet. That is the focus of sustainability. I'm going to get there. The second thing is that we have 5 pillars of sustainability. What I say? And that is people, prosperity, planet, peace, and partnership. The third thing I want us to also understand is that there's what we call the 5 C's of sustainability, which is the aim, community, culture, care, and corporate governance. We're going to understand as we move on, because I'll be touching on that. Please next slide. Just like we all know that we have 17 development goals. These are the 17 development goals. I will just read them out for you. Number 1 is end poverty. So in the next 2030, the United Nations is looking at how we can end poverty. Just be picking those words. So I'm going to speak about it. The second one is what? Zero hunger. The third one is what? Good health and well-being. The fourth one is quality education. The fifth one is what? Let's say together. You can see gender what? Gender equality. The sixth one is what? Clean water and sanitation. 7 is affordable energy. The 8th one is what? Thank you so much. The 9th one is what? We can say it. 10 is what? So there are 17. All in all. But the last one is talking about partnership for the good. What I say? You understand when we move forward. Please, can you take the slide? Now, beyond SDGs, don't forget, our theme for this year is what? Is what? Local youth action for the SDG and what? Now, beyond the sustainable development goal, you see the SDG has just given us the direction. You say that, okay, in the next 2030, the United Nations will achieve this. It's the direction, right? But you as the youth, we as the youth, are the ones that are going to drive how we are going to achieve that sustainable development goal. And when we say beyond SDGs, it's talking about we having that imagination. Are you getting it? Having that imagination, having that innovation, having that, resilience. Are we getting it? Of what is going to happen again beyond SDGs. So people have come together to put up all these sustainable goals. People do a lot of paperwork, and we now have 17 of them. So beyond them, we also need to be thinking. Please, can you move this? We also need to be thinking about how we can move beyond the SDGs. Next slide, please. Now, the power of local action. And this is where I'll be using myself as a typical example. Because sometimes when we speak, when we talk about people far away from us in other countries, it looks like they're not relating with them. It may not be the
demographic, they will not come from the same environment, they will not have the same forces or factors. But this is me. I'm among you. I'm part of you. I'm a youth like you. So I will use myself as what? A typical example. So the local youth actions, and what we are saying about local youth actions, that there are actions that we take right here in Ifako-Ijaiye, but it's having a global impact. Are you getting it? Making local action that is having what? Global impact. When we say local action, a lot of people thank you that our leader mentioned fantastic people doing a lot of things. I know we have a lot of them in Ifako-Ijaiye, doing a lot of things that Lagos State is talking about when it comes to youth. And he mentioned a couple of young people that are doing a lot of innovation. That's what we're talking about. You as youth, you don't need to look at yourself and say, there's nothing you can be doing now that the world is not going to know about. We have a very vital tool in our team now. We all know the tool. What's the tool? What's it? What is the tool? What? Social media phone technology. Are you getting it? And this is the fastest route of you as youth sending yourself to the whole world. So the local youth action that we're saying, if you tell me, I started out of a very far wide, the esteemed end of Lagos State that we know as Badagry, couple of years ago, decades of years ago, where I just think of the fact that I just identified just a problem to say that, okay, every time I go to the waterways, I go to the beaches, they are filled with plastic, they are filled with waste, and a couple of times I just go there and find myself picking it, get young volunteers like 5, like 10, we start picking the plastic and disposing it and calling on people to stop it. Guess what? I was doing that far back, 2013, 2012 to 2016, like that. And guess what? Because one thing I must tell you as youth is that for everything you do, you need to also tell your story. Are you getting my point? Nobody can tell your story more than you can do. You need to tell your story. Just put your story out there, no matter anything you do. So I keep doing this thing. I keep, doing the cleanups. And guess what? From the outskirts of Badagry that I started, I captured different local governments in Lagos State. So I keep on doing this activity in development. And by extension, I captured different states in Nigeria. Am I speaking? But guess what? As I was doing that, they were looking at me in the global stage. And as I just closed my eyes in the actual of Badagry, guess what? I found myself in Washington, D.C. Global impact. Local action, global impact. I don't know if you have the video there. Do you have the video there? Can you explain that video? What I was saying is that there are some things you can do locally, but it's going to have a global impact. And guess what? What I was doing out there, I went down to the United States to do the same thing. Can you put that? I went out there to do the same thing, and I found myself sitting with the board of the waste management of the United States in Washington, and I was talking to them. So it looked like, what's happening? In fact, it was like, am I staying in Nigeria or in the US? Because it happened so fast. But those things happened because there was consistency. Are you getting it? There was commitment. There was passion. There was exercising. So beyond you identifying, you need to just look for what will kill you. You don't need to do what I'm doing. Every one of us have different uniqueness. Some of you may be a hairstylist. Just innovate it and key it into one of the systems. It's going to work with mostly everything that we can think of. You can be a fashion designer. She good now. Anything you can just make, you can break through. But the major thing is start it locally and make sure it's having a value globally. And that's how I started. And today, in fact, as I was coming here, that's why I will not forget Ifako-Ijaiye. As I was coming here again, I received a mail inviting me to come and speak. Nothing this much. And this is because I started locally. So everything that we are talking about happens locally from our immediate community. Identify a problem. And you see, you don't need to just start it too. You may not start it. You can work with an our roles and responsibilities as youth? What's our roles? I know nobody will tell me that. I know myself because I'm inside. There's a lot of challenges. You know, maybe access to opportunities. You will say that there's no access to opportunities. You will say that people are not supporting you. You understand what I'm saying? I know there's challenges. The environment you find ourselves sometimes may be discouraging. But let me tell you, are you expecting somebody to ginger you? Are you expecting somebody I don't understand. Are you expecting somebody to inspire you? You tell me the environment is not encouraging. Are you expecting somebody to encourage you? My brother, encourage yourself. You are the only encourage that you have. Are you getting it? I'm not saying that the road to success is always under construction. It is rough, but be sure that you make it. That is the first condition you have yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, nobody can believe in you. So I know that there's challenges. But beyond all those challenges, there are a lot of opportunities. And that's why I don't go far to pick my own evidence. Last year, I have somebody here. How many times raise your hand? How many? Last year, I sent him an opportunity of the Lagos State Ministry of Youth. In fact, it took him, he may be the last person to apply. It took him time and he was saying that this and that. Last year, I said, Papa, get last year now. And he went to get last year, this and that. You think it's just magic. And as one how many million do you think? He wants millions of dollars to scale up his business. Access to information, access to opportunity. Don't say that one thing now of them, who told us now of them? Apply as many as possible. You will get back, you will get failure, but those failures are built up for you for your success story. If you don't fail, who successful are you going to say? If you have, I will tell you a lot of things. So access to opportunity is very important. So we need to understand that we need to have access to opportunity. Now, I want to urge you too, and I want us to lead it together. I want to urge you, so you reach after me. Don't say, underestimate your influence. You are not just leaders of tomorrow. You are leaders of now. Can we say it together again? Don't underestimate your influence. You are not just leaders of tomorrow, you are leaders. Now let me tell you something. You are leaders of now, too, and get that sort of power. But tell me, as a leader, what are you doing on the table? Let me tell you something. If you have the value that people need, they will call you on that table. You don't even need to be there. So beyond just being leader of today or tomorrow, you need to have value that you are creating. As soon as you have a value you are creating, your value will give you that influence. And as soon as you have influence, you can turn your influence into affluence. That's the part. Am I speaking? So you are leaders of today. But you need to have that value. How will you have that value? Yourself. Your information is outside. Nobody will say go away because you have a value to offer. They will call you to talk. They will engage you. And all these things, you need to do it locally too. You don't need to be there. You don't go there. And that's why everything politicality, you start from the world. Even the country become president, they will ask you which mode are you from. So if you want to even grow globally, where is your locality? What is your own contribution to the immediate community? What are the local actions you are making? Look at the SDG and fit into any one of it. I know the slides from the close up. Thank you. Now, call to action. What did I say? Look around you and ask yourself. Look around anywhere. One, what needs to change? There are some things we will be talking about. Let's stop this complaint, this and that. All those things that you say is not good. Look for something you can be doing to find solution. Don't complain. What needs to change? Second one, what can I do about it? And the third one is what? Who can I do it with? Ladies and gentlemen, am I speaking? Am I communicating? I'm communicating. So let's now say it together. And I'm going to close up so that you can understand. So you must stop that complaining. You must stop. And let me tell you, face your fear. You don't need to, nobody is going to encourage me. You don't need to encourage me. I'm encouraging myself. I don't need you to tell me that. I know. If anybody is not clap for yourself, clap for yourself. Look at the human being. was an aspirant for the executive chairman position in the last government election. Guess what? I lost. Did I lose? No. I have experience, I have exposure, I have network. Amen. I get what I'm saying. I get my point. I was in the newspaper, there are young people, this and that. I have network. At the point I meet people, when that met me, I thought he employed me. Platform. It is not failure. So these three things, let's meet together. First thing is what needs to work? The second one, the third one, and the first, there's somebody somewhere that you will like together. Work together. Are you getting my point? Work together. Because you have the resources, you may have the idea, work together. What you need is just the platform for you to showcase yourself and have that personal development. How move, please? How move? Please? Thank you. Conclusion. You see, the SDGs are not just the United Nations goals. Are you getting it? They are not United. They are goals for our own future that we need to fight for. They are goals for our own opportunity that we need to access. And let me tell you, take this one home. You need to act boldly, collaborate deeply, and think beyond the SDG. The world is watching and is waiting for you to lead. Thank you so much.
Stand up for the champion. Stand up. For the champion. Stand up. Stand up.
At which they got the medal. There is one exclusive category which is boxing. Yes. So it goes to show that the Babada is not protected. I have asked my daddy's sister that if she will be my trainer, I can also learn a bit of boxing to protect the local government. On behalf of the local government, we are giving you a token of $100 each.
Wow.
And we are going to buy and kids that will help you perform better. From time to time, I'm going to receive you in my office, where then we will do something exclusive that has to do with your training and the kids and the foreign competition. So you also got to kids
Let's go. Thank you very much, Dr. Ibu. Let's go for you. Let's go for you. Let's go for the champion. Stand up.
Oh, my life.
So many life challenges, one to face. But I face my fears. Nobody will make me feel like say I don't know. My son is coming. Some people don't know. Now I feel from me. That's it, that when you see me. My son is coming. Some people don't know. Now I feel from me. That's it, that when you see me.
Good afternoon, everybody. And it is such a great delight to welcome you to the panel session of this International Youth Day celebration. So our theme for today is local youth actions for the SDG and beyond. So today we are here to discuss about actions. We are here to discuss about innovation. We are here to discuss about things that are happening. We are not here to discuss about just ideas that are sitting on paper. We are not here to tell you about things that seem impossible. So that's why to drive the conversation with me, I have people whose wealth of experience we'll be learning from. People who from climate change to gender equality, from sustainability practice, they are making it happen in the real world. And so from their actions, we are going to learn today. So once again, please welcome on stage with me all the panelists, the people from whom we'll be learning for this beautiful moment. Yes, please clap, thank you. So welcome sir, welcome ma'am. It's so good to see you. Okay, so driving straight to the conversation. Oftentimes we'll hear about SDGs, and sometimes it sounds so cumbersome. It sounds like, oh, it's something so gigantic. So I'll be starting with Mr. Amidu. Could you break it down to us? What exactly are the SDGs? Why are they necessary? Why are people talking about them? Why do you think that everybody seated here ought to know about the SDGs? So just break it down to them. What exactly are the SDGs? Thank you.
Good day, everyone. Like earlier introduced, my name is Amidu Mohammed, but friends prefer to call me Amidu Climate. So you can always check up Amidu Climate on the internet. So, talking about the SDGs. SDG is actually, should I say, a result from the MDGs. So SDGs didn't just start like that. It erupted from the Millennium Development Goals. The Millennium Development Goals, but after the Millennium Development Goals were achieved, then they felt like, okay, we can't just stop there because we've not gotten the result, all of the results that we wanted. So we moved, and the United Nations proposed the Sustainable Development Goals, and there are about 17 of them. So when you're talking about the Sustainable Development Goals, it's not a big deal actually. Like the goal number one that says no poverty. It's just that saying that no more sapa. I'm sure you understand that. So it's like let everybody, whether local, you understand? No one deserves to be poor. And poverty does not actually mean that
you are poor to, there's a definition you have to understand for poverty. You might have all the money, but still be emotionally poor. You've seen people that have the money, but still they are not happy. They are being deprived of that self-richness. You get. So another SDG, say for example, climate action. Everybody knows that the way the sun shoots out these days is extremely harsh. It's not just happening like that. It's because of our actions, what we have been doing. You get. Any little showers of rain now in Lagos, our street suddenly turns into rivers. It's not because gutters, there are not enough gutters or canals. And it's not because of plastic itself, but it's based on how they are using these materials. Plastic is never a problem. The problem is, how do you manage plastics? You get it? When you talk about reduced inequalities, it simply means that everybody deserves a seat at the table. You don't have to be from, you don't have to live in Lekki or you don't have to live in Ikoyi before you can make decisions that affect you. As young people, we deserve a seat at the table. And that was why the Not Too Young to Run was passed. And now we are not too young to rule. So the SDGs is basically about me and you. Forget that it was approved at the United Nations. It is only me and you that can bring the SDGs to life. And that is what I am doing in my space. In terms of climate action, partnerships for the goals, life underwater, life on land, and all of that. So SDGs is for me and you to implement. If the youth don't implement it, the older generation don't have the energy to implement it. So we would remain where we were a decade ago. I'm sure I'll be able to pass something. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Arun. Yes, we might want to give him a round of applause. He has just simplified SDGs to us, making us understand that it is something that you and I have to do. It is not something that is so obnoxious. It is not something cumbersome. It is just something that you have to do, I have to do to make our planet a better space. So thank you very much for that short and impactful response. So we're moving directly to Ms. Keshuro Nycn. Yes, as a passionate change maker who has an initiative called Set Up, and which you created by students for students, and you've been able to deeply involved in volunteerism. So in Nigeria today, where unemployment and limited opportunities frustrate many young people, how can peer-to-peer initiatives like yours help students, some which are seated here, to build new career paths and also change them into community change makers? Also shape them into community change makers. How can they be consistent with whatever it is that they do? And how can they learn to be sustainable at it? So it is not going to be it's not going to be just a one-time thing. It's not going to be a thing that they do maybe for a year or two and they stop. It is something that they can build into a momentum. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for that question. I would want to mention two things. On the just completed webinar we did in my initiative Step Up, we did Finding Your Why in volunteering. Peer-to-peer initiatives like my own, we help students, mostly for students, yes, for youth, let's just use youth in the general sense. They help youth find their path. Most of the time, I've met youth that are confused. They do not know what they want to do. They know they have this passion. They know, oh, this is what I want to do. I like this thing, but I don't know if I have the capacity, if I have the knowledge to do it. But initiatives like mine help youth to stand up. They help them to enlarge their knowledge. Like my initiative, we empower volunteers, we educate volunteers on how to volunteer well. I've met people where they say, oh, today they want to do ushering, the volunteer as an usher today. Tomorrow they want to volunteer in the media department. Tomorrow they want to volunteer in the transportation department. What is your skill? What do you have? You tell me, oh, they can do graphics, but they don't feel like doing this thing, they don't feel like doing that thing. I just want to volunteer in the ushering department today. Step up is to ensure that they learn and they upgrade their skill in that graphic designing. You are volunteering, yes, you are giving back to the community. But then you're not learning anything. You're just moving from one department to another department without gaining knowledge, without expanding your skills. It's not going to take you to that level where you're supposed to be. So my initiative is to educate them and to properly place them in the places that they're supposed to be. In the SDGs, I would like to say that my initiative stands on the SDG 4 and SDG 8 and SDG 17 too, which is the good education, the decent work, and the partnership for growth. We educate. People out there do not understand what it means. Like, we educate them and we tell them, oh, this is how to do this thing, this is what you are doing, this is how to do it. We help them. We serve as a helping hand. They've chosen what they want to do, yes, but we serve as a helping hand. Also, if you want to be consistent, you have to first find your passion. If you are not passionate about that thing, I'm very sorry, you won't be able to continue with it. Talking from experience, I have a lot of skills. I have a lot of skills. I know how to take videos. I'm into mobile videography, ushering. Yes, I'm very good when it comes to ushering. Public speaking, I talk a lot. I have a lot of skills. I started early. I started around 2022. I started volunteering around 2022. I will do a lot of things. Go to this place. Today I want to do ushering. Tomorrow I want to do this. I want to do that. But I discovered that I'm not growing in one place. I just have a lot of things going. But when I discovered my passion for content creation, I made sure I focused on it. From 2024 to 2025, it's not much, but till date, I can say that I have only stood in one skill. And I have been growing and learning, growing and learning, growing and learning. I'm not even talking about my initiative. Let's even be change making. To be able to work under that SDG, you have to have a skill. You have to have something. And to be consistent, you have to have a passion for that thing. If you do not have a passion for it, I'm sorry, you won't be able to do it. It has to be in your mind that this thing, I love it so much and I am willing to grow and do a lot of things under it. For the SDGs, they have a lot. You have 17. You can't tell me that out of the 17, that skill that you are learning, you can't use it for one. But because you have that passion for that thing, I'm very sure, and if you have good help too, because there's sometimes that you have a passion for it, but then Nigeria and you understand that Nigeria is now, this is the region, you understand how it is. But if you have the help that is supposed to, you have the help and the passion, I'm very sure you will be able to grow in that knowledge and that skill. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Ms. Kesha has just said to us about how interest helps you to be consistent at whatever it is that you choose to do. So it means that before you venture into a thing, you need to be interested in that thing. It means that it is your passion that will help you be consistent at whatever it is that you choose to do. Okay, so moving quickly, we'll be going to Ms. Oriyomi, who is a development professional with over 7 years of experience leading youth-focused and community-based initiatives. All right, ma'am. So quickly, I have a question for you. The question says that your work with adolescent girls and out-of-school youth, it highlights the issue of exclusion. So considering Nigeria's current education and gender gap, how can youth advocate design programs that do not just raise awareness, but also create lasting systems of inclusion and empowerment for vulnerable groups? You know, how we can move away from it looks good on paper to actually make it happen and transform lives.
Thank you very much for that question. And good afternoon, everyone. I am so glad to be here. Thank you for having me. to your question, awareness is good. Awareness is amazing. I mean, it keeps people in the know. However, there's something I like to remind myself. And so, if you are designing projects for vulnerable people, project for people in underserved communities, project for youth, for example, one of the things you need to do is to co-design those projects with the community you're designing. So I'll give you for example. In I think 2019, I went for a policy review. I know we were talking and discussing about all of these things. And I looked around in the room, and it was just about 3 or 4 of us that were young people. The rest were older people, people were old. And also, we got to the part where we're now talking about issues with secondary school students, and they wanted us to contribute. Fine, I've passed through secondary school. I'm still young, but then times and seasons, things are changing. I cannot actually discuss what they are going through the way a person in secondary school would discuss it, you understand? So that policy was just designed like that, and we adopted it. So will it solve your problem? No, it won't. So that's one of the reasons why when you are designing projects, cooperate with the community. When I was a fellow at the US Consulate in 2023, we had a project for secondary school students to train them on career choice. We had meeting with their parents, meeting with their guidance. We had to hear from them before creating like a workbook that would help them. We had to sit them down, hear their opinion. We did like a post-assessment and also a pre-assessment. You know, what exactly do you want? How do you want to be treated? What are your problems? And how do you provide solutions to these problems? So the first thing I would say is, whatever you are designing, co-create it with your community in mind. Co-create it with the people you are designing the solution for. Else, it won't fly anywhere. And that's what I would say is, let's design projects with impact in mind. I know a lot of us, we want to do projects, we want to talk about it online to post the aspire, to perspire, to desire. But then, who said it today that there is actually like dignity in labor. There is dignity in labor. So let's look at the long term. Let's think transformation. We are designing projects, the logical framework, the theory of change, the outcomes, the outputs. How many lives will be changed? Not just we want to orientate this person or we want to impact these people. After you finish impacting them, how will you track them? How will you track their success? Okay, you put 3 people in school. You just put them in school. You provide them with writing materials and bags and everything. Have you gone back to check them? Have you heard about their transformation story? Do you even know what their grades in school? Do you know what is it at home? Do you know if some of them have dropped out? So, yeah, number 1, cooperate with your community in mind. Number 2, think long term. Think about the transformation. Think about the bigger picture. I'm not just doing things for the short term.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Like just said to us now, whatever it is that we intend to do, ensure you're doing this with the community or person or personality in mind. In the sense that, let's say for instance, you want to start a business. It means that you must actually consider who your buyers will be. You cannot sell something in a place where your buyers are not there. It means it will not fly. So whatever it is that you choose to do, according to our development coach here, she's saying to us that we should do this. We should co-create it with the community. It means that you should do whatever it is that will fly in that particular community that you find yourself. And also the culture of follow-up, which majority of us do not have in Nigeria. It's just a pity that our political leaders, they left this seat. Would have loved to have this conversation in their presence, because they go to communities, they give school bags, they give books, they give textbooks, but most of them do not actually follow up on these things. You know, they do borehole and they do the whole thing. Everybody comes, celebrate it.
But nobody follows us if anybody pumps water. Nobody follows us if that tap is still burning. And that is actually one of the major things that is affecting the country even till now. Because we do not track what it is that we are doing. So she is now encouraging us to do better. It starts from you and I. When your child comes back from school, check their assignments, follow up. You yourself, when you're at work, do what you're paid for. Follow up, do your job, and yes, success beckons, of course, if you do the right thing. So please let's give her a round of applause once again as she has clarified what it means. Yes. So quickly we'll be going to Mr. Amidu, the founder of Plastic Youth. Through Plastic Youth, you've proven that wealth and that waste can become wealth. You've proven that youth can create jobs. They can also reduce emissions. What lessons can Nigerian youth, the ones that are here, take from your journey about building climate-smart businesses that are profitable, scalable, and truly impactful in today's economy and environmental realities? You know that you are built a business that is standing the test of time, and you are letting us know that waste in our community, we can actually turn it to wealth. So now we want to know in practical measures, how can we do this? Because as long as humans are existing, there would always be waste. So it means that everybody here can become an entrepreneur, even if it's only through waste. So let's have that conversation, sir. How exactly can we make it happen? Thank you.
Thank you for that question. But first, I have a notion I want to should I say, engineer in our minds. The term waste, let me even ask, what is waste? What is waste? Just tell me. What is it? This I will use again. Okay, thank you. So what if I tell you that in actual reality, if we think about it, waste doesn't even exist. What if I tell you that waste is an illusion of our mind? It's just the right resource at the wrong place at the wrong time. Take for example, that pet bottle sitting on that table. As it is on that table, you and I, the cleaners, would see it as waste. You can see the screen of my phone, right? This is a smart footwear that can help you out of emergencies, made from waste. So imagine an emergency situation now, where someone, maybe with asthmatic attack or any medical condition, goes unconscious. But if you're in a situation like that, and you have a smartphone, NFC enabled, and you tap on it, just by tapping on the footwear, you get, it brings out the details of the person. Look at it. It will show you what your names are? SM. So if SM buys this footwear now, just like the Rolex wristwatch, we create an account for SM, and it shows you, hi SM, welcome to your EcoFit Smart footwear page. It's not just for that. You have details of your emergency contact here that they can read.
We see youth as people that start from 15 to 30 or 15 to 35. We see them as youth. Age is not a barrier. We need to understand that age is not a barrier. Just because I am young does not mean I cannot make impact. In fact, I can say I have friends in this space that they are young, 18, 19, 16, 17, and they are making impact. I have a friend, Sheyi Ogunife. I don't know if you know him. He's someone that inspires me a lot. If I tell you one that made me go into change making, he mentioned the word mediocrity. I don't know if you understand what mediocrity means. It means the feeling of sorry, ma. But mediocrity, this is just to tell you that do not be mediocre. You don't have to build houses, you don't have to have a lot of cars, you don't have to do a lot of things. Just make sure that you are making impact, you are giving back to your community, and you are making sure that you are doing it your work.
Thank you for the correction. So in one word, what would you say to everybody to say?
So you can act very small, but think big.
Thank you. So, Mr. Amidu, what would you say to the person seated here?
Exploit.
So if I would say to you, I would say that if this economy is not enough to motivate you, my friend, nobody will motivate you. Thank you for joining this panel session.
Thank you.
I was here, I will chant that night together. And I was you, I will chant together. No matter the matter, I thank you.
Now, this program is actually being put down to celebrate International Youth Day. So, what's your take? What's your take for the youth?
My take is that I'm International Youth Day, so youth out there, and then don't just celebrate it without the and I'm sure you have 17 years to go. Look into all of the 17, look at the work, look at the best, look at how you can share. You know how can you
catalyst of change. And as we are commemorating the International Youth Day, it's necessary for you to ask questions, to take local actions that will have global impact. And that is my speech for the youth today in the International Youth Day organized by the National Youth Council of Family and Local March, where we encourage the youth to take action locally that's going to have global impact. And as we have the time to look at action for the youth that to put in the actions they can take towards achieving the sustainable goals of 2030. Making a very key attention to everything that they do to always have impact in their local community. And because I love the fact that everyone is shared up and are ready to take steps in making contributing actions towards some of the identify problem. Thank you so much.
Ifako Radio. From here to the world, Ifako Radio is an online platform that amplifies the voice and stories of our community, connecting local narratives to global perspective with a mission to project our community's rich culture, experience, and aspirations. We aim to share our unique stories and bring the world closer to you. Tune in to Ifako.